Flag waves at the back. 20-minute race it's going to be then for the BMW Car Club Racing Championship, and it gets underway now as they head off down towards the first corner at Copse, and it looks like it is going to be Gavin Dunn from pole position that leads the way then as they turn their way through. A few of the Cup class cars scrabbling for position there. Looks like it's the 81 car, which is Theo Millward, was vying for the lead there with Gavin Dunn as they went down towards Beckett's for the first time. Number 17 is a bit out of shape in the background. That's Andrew Pywell, son of Stuart Pywell, but he's gathered all of that up. But possibly a spin further back for Colin Whitmore, number 35 at Beckett's corner.
Yeah, he's got going again, and it's Dunn who leads the way. Sapro charging through down the inside of Millward. Stuart Pywell is next up in the Diebels out car, and a lovely rasp of BMW engine as they come back towards us for the end of the first lap, and it's Gavin Dunn by the margin of about 1.2 seconds from the yellow car of Jazz Sapra, who started in fourth.
Yeah, and Theo Millward's dropped to fourth position then. We've got cars in four different classes here, I think, represented on the in the first four places, with the invitation class car oh, actually, we've got two different invitation classes shown on screen with two different colours, which is confusing. But it's the M2 car of Millward in third, the M1 car of Stuart Pywell in fourth. There's the 17 car of Andrew Pywell doing battle with Cavan Granger. Granger in a class M1 car, so a more powerful car, is able to get past the Andrew Pywell car. Still a teenager, I think, Andrew Pywell. He's gone well in Class 6 this season, and as I say, could pip Stephen Schweikart to those particular honours. He's ahead of Schweikart on track at the moment. Schweikart down in 10th, Andrew Pywell up in 7th place now.
Yeah, it's a real mix, and William Lake, the shoe-in for the championship in car number 4, he runs in 13th. He's clear. He's got a couple of cars cushion. David Aston recovering spinner Colin Whitmore between himself and Gareth Thomas, Stephen Kay and Sam Wharton. But Gavin Dunn out front and pulling away. Over
the line they go to complete lap number 2 then. And it is Sapra now that's done the best lap. There's all yellow flags that's still there for possibly, it must be Harrison that stopped out on circuit. Number 30, Richard Harrison in his Cup car, one of the 325 TI compacts that habituate that class, the E46 cars. So they get for a yellow flag zone there, but able to overtake again once they head down the Wellington Straight. 17 minutes left in this race. We're working lap 3. It's Gavin Dunn leading by 9/10 of a second from Jazz Sapra. Pywell in third, picking up the battle a bit further back. This involves number 27, which is Chris Blakey. He's just behind the number 31 car, Paul Laramie, who was in that Burkitt version of Team BMW yesterday with Colin Turkington and Adam Morgan. They were third overall in the handicap classification at the end of the race. Gavin Dunn in the lead has reduced the fastest lap now to 103.880. Fastest lap, or the lap record I should say, for these cars is a 101.42 set by Brad Sheehan 3.5 years ago. It's the battle for second. Jazz Sapra has got Stuart Pywell behind him.
So that's another invitation car, the Sapra car.
Yes.
He's got a whole choice of BMW specs, hasn't he, in his workshop. And it's the other car with a bonnet kind of lifting up on the straight. Lightweight bonnet panel, I would think, under pressure from 76, which is Stuart Pywell in that Diebels out livery car, DTM livery.
So coming towards the end of lap 4 then in this 20-minute race. Gavin done another fastest lap of the race for him, a 103.549, getting the aim shot fastest lap as things stand, and he's pulling away. He's now 3.3 seconds over the two cars you see battling for second place. Stuart Pywell a further 4 seconds adrift now. Theo Millward for the 4 seconds adrift now in fourth position.
Moving up well, it's 37, which is Granger picking off another rival. So he's up now into 5th place, car number 37, Stuart Granger.
Yeah, it's 4.8 seconds now behind Theo Millward, but not lapping any faster than him at this stage. So we'll see if Granger can make up any more places before the end of this race.
His rival is Stuart Pywell in the dark green car, green and gold car in the back of our picture. Tackling here, Jasper Sabra.
Yeah, wins in the BMW Car Club Racing Championship have been well spread this season. Jason Rees has had a couple. He's raced at least 3 different cars this year. It's the side-by-side now for 2nd place, and Stuart Pywell does go through ahead of Jas Sapper to take 2nd place on the road. Andrew Pywell's had a win. Stuart Pywell's had 2 wins. Paul Travers has had a win. Paul Cook has had more wins than anybody, 4 in his M1 class car, but he's only done a couple of meetings, I think. And Ben Pearson had a couple of wins in his 1 series at Thruxton back in May. So quite a few different winners, but not everyone has done all of the races in the BMW Car Club Racing Championship this year. There's a few drivers that have floated in and out of the championship as the season has gone on. So there's Pywell. He's got up to 2nd place, but Jas Sapper's not letting him get away.
And some good cognizant driving by some of the drivers of the slower cars who, while it's not their prerogative to get out of the way, they do by and large give the quicker drivers a sight line.
There's Cavan Granger, and you were talking about him a few moments ago. He's got behind him Paul Travers, who's leading in Class 6. So he's up to 5th place now, is Cavan Granger. Travers is ahead of Andrew Pywell in Class 6 by about 3 seconds as things stand. Pywell is 2nd, and Stephen Schweikart is 3rd of the Class 6 cars, and that is for 6-cylinder machinery. William Lake is leading the Cup class a bit further back. We'll perhaps pick up on him in the number 4 car as the race goes on, but he's actually well clear of the next car behind him, which is actually a Class 6 car of treble 8, which is Andrew Phillips. And here's the battle involving Clive Watson and Stephen Schweikart and Chris Blakey. So this is for 8th, 9th and 10th positions. A couple of the Class 6 cars in here, chasing after Watson's M2 class car. And behind them now is Aidan Villeneuve, who's only 3rd today within Class M2. He's had quite a few class wins during the course of the season. I say quite a few, a couple, but he's been there or thereabouts several times on the podium in Class M2 this year. First season of racing for the driver from Willenhall in the West Midlands.
It's interesting that some of the teams try different aero. Some have higher wings on the cars, and some have no wings at all. You wonder how they balance their aero performance. Now,
car 130, which is the race leader, has got a 10-second penalty for an out-of-position start. So that's Gavin Dunn. Now, he's currently 6.6 seconds ahead with 8.5 minutes gone and there's 11.5 minutes to go. So if he keeps up this rate of progress, he's probably going to overcome that penalty and win the race anyway. He's in an invitation class car, so not scoring points, but nevertheless a 10-second penalty for the race leader Gavin Dunn, who's currently now 7 seconds ahead of the field now. That's the 27 car for position. That's Blakey up the inside of Clive Watson for 8th place there. Stephen Schweikart is lapping Colin Whitmore. I think, no, that is for position. Whitmore's going back through the field, isn't he, after his spin, and Schweikart was briefly trying to get back ahead of him there, but Whitmore's car will be a bit quicker in a straight line. Very experienced driver Colin Whitmore. Raced for a long time in BMW, so he's now up inside the top 10. So 10.5 minutes of the race left to go. Gavin Dunn leading. There he is in number 130. You can see he's got traffic to deal with as well. But he's just now got to try and make sure he reels out 10 seconds over Stuart Pywell in 2nd place, and Jas Sapper behind him. This is certainly where all the action is happening though, isn't it, Marcus?
Yeah, down in the middle of the pack. There's some absolutely splendid action there. Schweikart in that white car chasing down his his classmates. Travis, Andrew Pywell and Blakey at the head of that class.
Yeah, turning their way through Luffield Corner now. We've got Whitmore now ahead of Watson as well, so he's made up another position. He's up to, I think, 9th place now is Colin Whitmore.
They also seem to run different brakes on some of these cars to try to get the handling to their requirements.
Yeah, a much more open set of regulations within the sort of particularly the power to weight limits and the engine configurations. It's a bit more than you can do to these cars.
There you go, side by side now, coming down through Maggots with 10 on the outside, which is Watson. 43 is Schweikert, who has squeezed through on the inside, going into Beckett's. Behind them is one of the Fina cars. Thank you very much. We'll have that place back.
Yeah, with the extra power that Watson will have in a straight line, he's able to sort of get back ahead down the Wellington Straight. But it seems that Schweikert, through the slightly twistier bits, is able to more than match him. We've got Aidan Vilku just behind as well. So you've got cars from different classes, M2 and 6 in particular, doing battle here.
This is a cracking battle because they've changed places a couple of times in this lap. It looks like that order could go again as they come up towards Copse Corner. This next pair here, number 10, which is the car of Watson, Clive Watson, and then Stephen Schweikert in the white and blue. And again, down here into Maggots, that kink before Beckett's, Stephen Schweikert gets through. 69 in behind him, that's Aidan Vilku. He's trying to forge his way between the compacts. And behind Vilku, it's Paul Laramie in 31, the aubergine coloured car.
Interestingly, for the lead gap is coming down. It's come down from more than 7 seconds to 6.3 seconds now between Gavin Dunn and Stuart Pywell. And of course, Dunn needs to reel out a 10-second advantage, and
yeah,
the chances of that happening are reducing now as Stuart Pywell is setting personal best laps, I should say.
About 6 laps, I would think, by the looks of things. We've done 11. So that gap has come right down.
As there's the race leader, number 130. Now, whether he knows he's got this penalty and therefore needs to pull out a 10-second lead, I'm not quite sure. Further back, you've got the treble 8 car of Phillips. That's, I think, just being lapped by Jazz Sapra there in the yellow number 40 car. Sapra, as I say, races in a variety of different championships with different clubs. Pretty much every weekend, I think, Jazz Sapra is out in something somewhere around the country. So just under 7 minutes left to go. There you can see the little Roadster, the Z3 of David Aspden. He's in number 20 and is running in 14th position. He's got a 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits, it would seem. So watching Stuart Pywell, he's still in pursuit and he's got it down to less than 6 seconds now. 5.777 seconds the gap between Gavin Dunn and Stuart Pywell now.
You really do wonder whether Gavin Dunn out front knows, because well, maybe he does know, just is unable to respond to Stuart Pywell.
Yeah, I wonder if he took too much out of his tyres in the early stages, possibly. He did some very quick lap times in the low 1-minute 3s, whereas Stuart Pywell is now almost getting close to those times, doing a 3:04, 3:05.
Yeah, Stuart Pywell just a couple of tenths away of 1:0.
Having said that, it's a 1:05 that lap, and the gap is back out to nearly 7.5 seconds. So maybe Gavin Dunn can reel out 10 seconds again. It's going to be touch and go. And there is the number 4 car. That's William Lake. In starting this race, he picked up another 2 points, and therefore that's enough for him to take the championship, barring any disqualifications or anything like that. And he's really done so well in the Cup class this season. He's won on 10 occasions. I think Gareth Thomas, his rival, has won the other 2 races that we've had so far this season within the Cup class. So it'll be a very well-deserved win. But such is the point system within this championship. It's 10 for win, then 9 for second, 8 for third, and so forth. There's not big gaps between between the points for winning or finishing second or third. So it does mean that the championship battle does inevitably go all the way, with a couple of drop scores to be taken into account. Less than 5 minutes to go of this race now. Gavin Dunn's come through again.
It's up over 8 now, 8.19 seconds.
Yes, so 8.19 seconds, so he's probably going to do it, I would think, at this stage. There he is, Gavin Dunn, with quite a big wing on the back of his car. He's coming up to lap Paul Laramie, who is in 12th position. He's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars probably in the next couple of laps here. He's probably going to lap everyone up to, I think, not even Stephen Schweikart, probably going to lap Colin Whitmore before the end of this race, who's also in his class. So it could be a lap down by the end of it. Whitmore, who had that spin at Beckett's on the opening lap of the race. Blue flags waving to let the back markers know that quicker cars are coming through. This BMW Car Club Racing Championship has been running with the 750 Motor Club for a few seasons now. It was inaugurated as a series originally, and then championship status was inferred on it. In 2019 it was Matt Page that won the inaugural championship. He did that from the Cup class. Then Kevin Denwood won it in 2020, then Pearson 2021, Lee Pearcey 22, and the man on screen now, actually, number 43, Steve Schweikart, or Swack as he's known, he has won it in 2023. So the defending champion, but he's not going to retain it, I don't think, with William Lake on his way to doing that. We've got 3.25 minutes of the race left to go, and the gap has come down again between the two leaders on the previous lap to just under 8 seconds now. So it's on a little bit of elastic, that lead gap. Still just Sapra in third, through Millward leading the M2 class car, and there's Paul Travers, our class 6 leader. He's had a very strong race. Andrew Pywell has headed to the pits, hasn't he?
He's gone, yep.
Yeah, so he's out of the race. So I think that probably means that Steve Schweikart is going to be safe for retaining the Class 6 championship, if not the overall title. But Paul Travers is going very well. He's had a good season. I don't think he's done all the rounds, Paul Travers, but he has had 4 class wins during the course of the year and 6 podiums.
And that gap out front between 130, Gavin Dunn, and 76, Stuart Pywell, the Devils out car. It's a German beer, former sponsors of Borussia Mönchengladbach football team.
And the number 6 car just ahead there of Paul Travers is Sam Walton. He's actually second of the Cup class cars behind William Lake as things stand. And that's been the case for a lot of the season. We've got 5 cars out in the Cup class today. I think we're going to have 6, but Jez Williams, a non-starter it would seem, a regular down at Castle-Combe this season. 1 minute 40 left to go. That's the number 6 car. This was the car that Colin Turkington was driving yesterday, the Automac car. Neil MacDonald, coordinator of the BMW Car Club Racing Championship, telling me earlier on today that BMW Live is planned again for next season at Alton Park, May 31st. The BMW Car Club will be gathering in Cheshire. Look forward to that. Less than a minute to go, or just over a minute to go now in this race. And the gap is down to 6.8 seconds, so I don't think Gavin Dunn's going to do this, you know.
No, he's not. He's towards the end of the penultimate lap. There he is in the 130. He's certainly got to turn the wick up, hasn't he? If he's going to pull out another 3 seconds or something like that.
It was a slow lap as well in the 105, so not a particularly quick lap from Gavin Dunn. There's Stuart Pywell, and the gap is yet to appear on our screen. Oh, it was an even slower lap from Pole. It's 9.9 seconds now, the gap.
Is that weird?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one coming.
No, Pywell may have had some traffic to deal with, but that was an exceptionally slow lap from him, sort of 5 seconds nearly off what he's been capable of. There's the 27 car, which is Chris Blakey. He's looking good for second in the 6-cylinder class here in his 330, turning his way out of Beckett. It's a bit further up the road. We'll have our race leader. There he is. Stuart Pyrell may well be slowing, so possibly he's got a problem towards the end of this race, which might account for his drop-off in performance, but it's going to be Gavin Dunn. He's certainly going to take the checkered flag first. We just need to see if he's reeled out a 10-second gap. He'd only got to find another tenth of a second on the final lap to do that. So he's going to be up to the line now. Checkered flag goes out to him. So Gavin Dunn, the on-the-road winner. Now, where is Stuart Pyrell going to be? He's got to finish within 10 seconds if he's going to get the classified as the race victor. And he's yet to come through, so it feels like more than 10 seconds now. He is across the line, and it's 6.791 seconds the advantage for Gavin Dunn in the end, even with that penalty taken into account. It was a very slow last lap, a 1:12 for Stuart Pyrell. He must have had a problem on the last lap, Marcus.
He must have done, because he did a 1:12, lost 7 seconds on the last lap. So, so even with the penalty, that's been negated. And our winner is Gavin Dunn, an invitee.
Yeah, so invitees first and third. Jazz Sapra third. Stuart Pyrell second overall and winning his class. Theo Millward winning the M2 class. Waiting for Paul Travers to come through to win in class 6.
Invitees in because their cars don't quite fit with a class regulation, or just
I think so, or just not registered for the championship. And I think just diving in for this final meeting of the season. Paul Travers has now come through to win class 6. William Lake has come through to win the Cub class as well, so that's put his championship, I think, beyond doubt as we go into the final race of the season at the end of the afternoon of the BMW Car Club Racing Championship. I think we've had the final few cars through now, so very shortly we'll be able to bring you a result from the opening race of the day for the BMW Car Club Racing Championship. The marshals showing their appreciation to the drivers and hopefully vice versa as the cars work their slowing down lap. Here are the results then from that first race. 1:30 Gavin Dunn, the victor. 19 laps he completed in the 20 minutes available, and he beat number 76 Stuart Pyrell by 6.791 seconds. In third place was number 40, that was Jazz Sapra. In fourth place it was 81 Theo Millward. In fifth, 37 Cavan Granger. In sixth, 77 the six-cylinder winner Paul Travers. Seventh was number 35 Colin Whitmore. He was the first driver to be lapped, ahead of number 27 Chris Blakey. Stephen Schreikart, number 43, was now in third within class 6, but with Andrew Pyrell's retirement probably doing enough there to wrap up the class 6 championship. Aidan Vilku was 10th in number 69, ahead of Paul Laramie, Clive Watson, David Aspen and Andrew Phillips. And then next up it was William Lake, who won the Cup class once again and also wrapped up for the overall BMW Car Club Racing Championship. Sam Moulton, Stephen Kay and Gareth Thomas, our other finishers. And the BMW Car Club Racing Championship is back out again for our final race of the weekend at 4:20 this afternoon. We look forward to that, but for the moment we're ready to go down to the pit lane. Josh Barrett's there, and he's going to speak to our successful drivers in the BMW Car Club Championship.
So we're down in the pit lane once more after the first of 2 BMW races of the day. We'll have a word with our winner, Gavin Dunn. Well done, Gavin. Not sure if you knew firstly you had a 10-second penalty for an out of position stance you were pushing on there at the end, and you managed to get the win.
Yeah, I didn't realise that. I saw the penalty board come up.
Yeah.
Kept looking in my mirror, and I knew the guy behind me had his lights on. And then once you start getting through the back markers, they all had their lights on. So I was thinking, is he getting closer? Is he not? Is he? So yeah, just sort of managed it to the end, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Stuart lost some time the last couple of laps, so that's giving you a win and get a fun out in the end of the year with the BMW Car Club for you.
Yeah, first time with BMW Car Club. So spoke to Neil a couple of weeks ago, and he was happy for me to sort of turn up and give it a go. So yeah, it's good.
Maybe out some more next year.
Yeah. Nice bunch of people. Driving standards seem good. That's what we want.
Absolutely, good, great stuff. Well done. Let's have a word with Stuart. See if Stuart at the end there. It looked like I don't know if you knew the leader had a 10-second penalty, and you were keeping within 10 seconds in the last 2 laps. Yeah. Your lap times went off.
I saw him with the 10-second penalty. I thought, right, I'll keep within sight of him. And then I don't know what happened, if it was fuel surge or something like that. But the car definitely wasn't enjoying itself. So I thought I'd just back off a bit and bring it home and let the guys have a look at it and see what was up. But yeah, good race, great race with Jazz. Yeah. All fair, all fun. Yeah, it was good.
And a Class M1 win, which I guess is the main thing for you.
Yeah, get a win as well. So yeah, good, happy at that.
I guess you ought to have a look at the car, see what the problem was there.
Yeah, I'll have a look and hopefully we find something.
Yeah, well, right. Best of luck with that.
Yeah, cheers.
And Not sure. Oh, Jazz is over there. Let's have a word with Will because, Will, we think that's enough for you for the championship, so well done.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I was trying to forget that as much as possible.
Yeah.
And I'll remember it for a little bit and then forget it for the next race. Yeah, it was good. There was a bit of chaos. I don't know quite what happened with some of the cup cars next to me / in front, behind. I think Steve's white car got hit.
Right.
So I'm very glad I didn't get caught up in that because that would have been annoying. But yeah, just kept it together. Wasn't so happy with qualifying. So I knew I needed to change pretty much everything into all of the corners. And yeah, I think that went well.
And for you, do you got any plans at this point for next season?
No. I do, but I don't know what they are.
Yeah. Be racing something.
Yeah, something. That's as far as I know. But I've had a great year in this, so it just makes me want to do it even more.
Yeah. So probably be a BMW, do you think?
Maybe a 6, but I just need to figure some stuff out.
Sure.
But yeah, something rear-wheel drive, I think, but I'm not fussed. Whatever.
But well done this year, and good luck later on. See if we can have a word with Jazz, who got 3rd overall. Well done, Jazz, on a top 3 overall. Had a good battle, I think, there with Stuart.
Yeah, good battle, yeah. I'm a little bit underpowered with this 3-year-old one, but yeah, it was a good battle.
And yesterday you were out in the Burkett in one of your other cars. How did that go?
Not too good.
No, right.
Got a couple of issues, but I thought get this one out today.
Yeah.
And obviously this is finished the race, so I'm happy.
You got a few cars. Any what particular one you like more than the others?
I think I like this one at the moment.
It finishes, which is good.
It works. Yeah, all
Well,
good.
better luck later on as well.
thank you very much.
So heard there from our top 3 overall, as well as our new champion, Will Lake. BMW will be out later. We've got a race for everything else, though, coming up this afternoon. And next will be the K-Tech Racing Clio Sport Championship in a few moments' time.